Hi, I'm Kaleb Beyer, and I'm a marriage and family therapist here at ACCFS. And I'm excited today to talk to you about a 5-to-1 principle that's based on the research of a marital researcher by the name of John Gottman. This principle has been helpful to me and many of the couples that I work with. How is your marriage relationship today? How would you assess it? And so I want you to think for a moment just about your bank account. Regularly, you likely take out your checkbook, or now we have apps, and assess deposits, withdrawals to kind of maintain an overall balance in your bank account. Now let's think about your relationship. And let's think about, if you will, an emotional bank account. Throughout the day and week and months, we can put deposits in our emotional bank account in our marriage relationship. That would be things like spending time together. That would be things like noticing what your spouse does for you. That would be things like thank you, appreciation, affirmation. All of those positive interaction that lead to a sense of closeness and fondness in marriage relationships. The reality is that you and I also have negative interactions. And these are what we would refer to as withdrawals. They just kind of pull away from the emotional bank account in our marriage relationships. And what we find is in order to have a positive balance, there is a ratio, an important ratio to keep in mind. And so you might ask, is this 1-to-1, positive to negative interactions? Is it 2-to-1, where you have 2 positive interactions for every 1 negative interaction? Actually, what we find is it's 5-to-1. 5 positive interactions for every 1 negative interaction that happens during conflict. And so put differently, for every 1 negative interaction that we have that comes up in our marriage relationships, we need to intentionally invest by pouring in 5 positive, they don't have to be big, but intentional positive interactions in our marriage relationship to maintain a positive balance in our emotional bank account, which affects the way I view my spouse, the positivity I feel in the relationship. Catch the hope in this with me as we conclude. We can make small deposits in our marriage relationship today that have lasting and long-term impact in our marriage relationships.